Old Trafford right behind me. Manchester United have won thanks to Scott McTominay's late goal. 1-0 win for Manchester United. Fantastic goal from Scott McTominay in the mixer towards the end of the game. And it was a goal that Manchester United thoroughly deserved, in my opinion. I was sitting there thinking, like Charlie Nicholas at one point, this is going to end 0-0. And I'm absolutely delighted with the performance. We've created so many chances. You know, it could have been 5-6-0 on another day. Marcus Rashford could have had 2 hat-tricks today. In the first half, he had 2 clear-cut opportunities. One that he should have scored. One that he drew a fantastic save out of the goalkeeper. And then in the second half, he had one which looked like a tap-in. One where he runs through on goal again. Another 2 kind of half-chance volleys in and around the box. On another day, Marcus Rashford has a hat-trick here and leaves with the match ball, and it's absolutely comfortable for Manchester United. But today wasn't that day, and we did rely upon a late goal from Scott McTominay towards the end, which was set up by Jadon Sancho, who was a substitute for Manchester United today as well. So in the end, United getting a good result, a result that we needed to get in order to keep up, you know, hopefully getting in that top spot. Where we need to finish, because we don't want to have that extra knockout stages in the knockout round of this Europa League competition. We want to go straight through and avoid an extra round. And to do that, you have to finish top of the league. But today, I genuinely thought our performance was pretty good. Even though it took us to the last minute to score a goal against lowly Omonia, I genuinely thought our performance was good. Now, again, some of you might think I'm mad, but we did well. We created so many chances at the back. David De Gea had nothing to do. I thought he was pretty good with the ball at his feet as well. He was put under pressure on a few occasions, but managed to play out from the back and keep possession and keep the pressure going for Manchester United. So I thought David De Gea was good in that regard. And then in front of him, Lisandro Martinez continued his impressive form for Manchester United. Victor Lindelof looked good alongside him. Harry Maguire dropping down that pecking order of centre halves for Manchester United. You know, he wouldn't be ahead of Lisandro Martinez, Varane, and even Lindelof now. You know what I mean? He's right behind them in the pecking order. Is Harry Maguire. I thought Victor Lindelof did well today. I thought Lisandro Martinez did well today. Terrell Malacia in the first half did very well today as well. And Luke Shaw coming as a substitute for him. We've now got options in that left-back spot. Luke Shaw's performances last season weren't great after the Euros. He enjoyed a fantastic Euros and then followed it up with a poor campaign for Manchester United. Terrell Malacia is coming in. He's challenging him for his spot and he's bringing the best out of him again. I thought Terrell Malacia was very good. And I also thought Luke Shaw was good when he came in as well. Although he didn't have much defending to do, he just pretty much had to focus on trying to break down Omonia with the rest of the Manchester United players. Ahead of that defence, Casemiro played. And I've got to say, today was the day where Casemiro arrived, in my opinion. Today was the day Casemiro arrived as a regular Manchester United player, a player that we should be playing every single game. I thought he was excellent out there in terms of dominating possession, winning the ball back, keeping the ball going, keeping opportunities ticking over. His passing was very good as well. So I thought Casemiro was excellent for Manchester United today, possibly man of the match, although Scott McTominay gets the winning goal late. I'd like to give it to him. But I thought Casemiro was very good today for Manchester United. And it made me think, like, this is the day Casemiro arrived. It was him who went off for Scott McTominay. And I thought Erik Ten Hag did well to make that substitution at that time. I thought it was a very good substitution by Erik Ten Hag, because by that point, Casemiro wasn't really being relied upon to do anything defensively. Omonia had settled for trying to hold on to a 0-0 draw. They were trying to get back into defence and break things down and make it difficult for United. We didn't need Casemiro by that point, and we could afford to have an extra body in the box in Scott McTominay. And it was that decision that paid off, and Manchester United got the win out of it. Bruno Fernandes, I thought he had a quiet second half, but I thought in the first half it was pretty good for United. And again, I'm prefixing all of this praise for Manchester United players with the fact that, you know, we played a poor Omonia side. This is a side that we should be beating, and we shouldn't be taking till a last-minute goal from Scott McTominay. But I've got to say, on another day, it's 4-5-0. Do you know what I mean? Because we created so many chances, so many chances. I thought Rashford, another day, 3, 4, 5, 6 goals for him. I think if you give Cristiano Ronaldo, Marcus Rashford's chances, he walks away with a match ball today. I thought he squandered so many good opportunities. Look, I'm glad to see he's got the confidence. He's getting at defenders. He's getting in the areas to take the chances and be there to hopefully put them in the net. But today, his finishing wasn't there. His finishing let him down. In the first half, he went through Angola, first clear-cut chance. He should have took it. He didn't. He brought a save from the goalkeeper. The second one was an incredible save from the goalkeeper. I take my hat off to him. And he was probably, look, when I give my man of the match, I only think of Man United players. Who was the best Man United player today? Omonia's goalkeeper was probably the man of the match, because without him, it is probably 5 or 6-0. So I thought that was an incredible save from Marcus Rashford in the first half to just tip it around the post for a corner. And then in the second half, Anthony has a shot. It comes out to Marcus Rashford in the 6-yard box. You're thinking, boom, go on, stick that in the net. And he didn't. It brought another save. Couple of blocks from defenders. Another couple. Marcus Rashford had so many chances today. He should have had a match ball. He could have had 2. He didn't. We had to wait until McTominay's late goal. But I thought the way we played, the way we dominated, the way we created chances, overall, it was a good performance. Anthony could have and should have scored as well. It was that chance that, came, the almost tap in for Marcus Rashford, where you think Anthony picks it up in a similar position where he scored against Arsenal. You're thinking, go on, Anthony, stick it in the back of the net. But he didn't. Now, I know Daniel said you can't say anyone's playing good because of who we played. All right. Do you know what I mean? You can't, I know we're expected to beat these, but we've been expected to beat so many teams over the years that we haven't performed against and we haven't played well against. And also, you've got to take into consideration as well that this is early days of Erik Ten Hag. We want to see this team improve. We want to see this team Ten Hag's way of thinking and way of playing. And I thought today, you look at the fullbacks and where the fullbacks, Lissandro and Lindelof would drop and they'd be really high up the pitch. Casemiro, a new addition to the team, finding his feet and settling in. These are things to be happy with. These are, the way we're creating those chances. There have been games where it's been 0-0 at Old Trafford or 1-0 at Old Trafford, and you wanted to cut your, you wanted to cut your throat. You've not wanted to watch it. You've not wanted to be there for those games. But today, whilst it was 1-0 and whilst we should have scored 4-5, at least the chances were there. At least we were creating things. At least we looked like a football team. And I think that's the important thing to remember. Yes, we should be beating Omonia. Yes, we should be beating Omonia. And if we didn't get the points here today, I'd be disappointed. But the way we're playing, Erik Ten Hag is working. His coaching is working. And hopefully we can continue to improve. Look, the big game's on Sunday. And if we don't win against Newcastle, then we'll talk about that a little bit later on. But I thought today, the result, we deserved the result. We deserved 4, 5, 6. Marcus Rashford should have had a hat-trick at the very, very least. Bruno Fernandes could have had 1 or 2 as well. He had a few clear-cut opportunities. Casemiro rocks the bar. Cristiano Ronaldo had a few half chances. Anthony should have scored. We created so many opportunities today. And then even before Scott McTominay scored, he could have scored as well before then. So we've created the chances today. We just didn't take them, and their goalkeeper was excellent. And we only get a 1-0 win. But I'm not going to complain about that. I know some people tune into these fan reactions to see someone lose their head and have a moan, and everyone's thinking, United did well. We created a lot of chances. We just didn't take them. Our finishing deserted us, and we need to improve in terms of our finishing. Marcus Rashford's finishing needs to improve. Yes, I agree with all those things, but come on, man, let's not get silly here. Let's not get silly here. Do you know what I mean? United won, and we deserve to win, and we deserve to score a lot more goals than we did. So, yeah, man. The one thing I would say, though, is that, in the second half, when, there was about 5, you want to see a little bit more urgency, a little bit more speed in the play. And I thought we kind of lost that. But then they were playing really, really deep by that point. We've got to beat Sheriff. We've got to beat Real Sociedad to finish top of the group. It's that simple. And finishing top of the group is a must because we don't want to play those extra games. They're going to be after the World Cup and all that. So, yeah, man, let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Sarutobi goes, not silly, just real, we're miles off. That's absolute bollocks. I'm sorry. That's absolute bollocks. What team have you been watching over the last few weeks? We got battered by City, yes. City had an incredible striker up front. But if you're not seeing the improvements this Manchester United team are making under Eric Ten Hag, then I genuinely don't know what football team you're watching. Because the passing is so much better. There's people more comfortable in possession, people more comfortable under pressure. Like, what are you watching if you can't see the improvements that this Manchester United team have made? I genuinely don't know. Like, what's wrong? I know we're all disappointed we didn't score 4, 5, 6 goals today. But that's the only disappointment I can have, is that we didn't score 4, 5, 6 goals today. That Marcus Rashford, like there's clear structure, there's clear foundations, there's clear tactics. And it's clear to me, you might want to sit there moaning and bitching and whining, but it's clear to me that Eric Ten Hag is taking his team forward. And if you lot are going to start moaning because we've won only 1-0, then I don't know, man. Each to their own anyway. Go and watch someone else, because I ain't going to be delivering on that, because I thought, Ten Hag's doing the job for us at the moment, and we're improving. We're slowly improving. Big game on the weekend. We need to go and beat Newcastle, and fingers crossed we will. So let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Make sure you're keeping it locked. They'll have lots more content coming your way as well. But until then, I have been AdamMcKola. I'm out of here. Peace.